How's it going, guys? Continuing to field questions here for USMLE. I have a student from within the Telegram group who wrote a big fucking paragraph saying that he's still a beginner as far as his prep is concerned. His basics are weak. What should he be doing as far as should he hop straight into questions? Should he be looking at notes first? He lists a bunch of obscure resources that have no relation to USMLE. So I will address this question very solidly. Okay, I mean, should you hop straight into questions? Should you do notes first, etc.? So before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Give the video a like. I really appreciate it. Find me on Instagram at Mehlman_medical, MEHLMAN_medical. The link is down below. Find me on Telegram. Recently created a Telegram group and channel. Links are down below. Now start the clip. So this student is a beginner as far as his prep is concerned. His basics are weak. How should he start his prep? Should he hop straight into questions, do notes, etc.? And the answer is, as of January 2022, that step one has now gone to pass-fail, it's not as monumental that we have this very calibrated, meticulous sequence of how we're going to align the Q banks, your reads of different notes, because the numerical score is not in play anymore. Okay, so the same fucking way right now, the way you're thinking of that 2CK score is like, holy shit, I gotta like ace 2CK. How do I prep for 2CK? Well, that's how people used to be for step one. So it used to matter as far as should you read to build your foundation first, go into QBank so that we can get you that 270 on step one. It doesn't fucking matter anymore. I think students should hop straight into questions, okay? Now, I recognize that you guys watching this will be at different stages in your medical school process / path. So some of you are in MS1, you're in first year med. Some of you are a few months out, 6 months out, and you want to get the step one over with as soon as possible. So I think you should just be, boom, straight into questions. Yes, you should be in UWorld. You need to knock that out. UWorld's pretty lengthy at this point, but I want you doing 40 to 80 questions per day in tutor, untimed, random. I want you knocking UWorld out. I want you going through my high yield PDFs on my website. Then you're going to transition into the NBME exams, and you're also going to do my audio QBank on the YouTube here. Now, as far as you say, well, no, my basics are still weak though. When I do questions, I'm getting things wrong, like I just don't understand anything. This is something else I want you to think about. If each question you do is 3/4 of a page in length, okay, of text on the screen, then if you do 80 questions in a day, you're talking 60-ish pages of text you've read. So whether that's in a hard copy book in front of you or whether it's on a screen, you're reading 60 pages of a textbook per day in addition to the active learning aspect of doing questions. So in 2022, I don't want you to get pulled into this notion that doing questions is somehow disparate or completely unrelated from reading books, right? So if you do a full QBank, you're reading thousands of pages of textbook essentially. That's how we need you to move through the exam preparation. Okay, the language of the USMLE is questions. Okay, it's not, you can read lots of topics, know a lot, still get questions wrong because you don't know how things are tested. So yes, I think you should hop straight into questions even if your basics are weak. And if you're continuing to get things wrong, we just need to make sure you're reading everything, doing the best you can, and then we can consider post UWorld if your scores are still super low, and you've already been looking at my PDFs, as far as will we have you go through USMLE RX QBank? Will we consider UWorld incorrects? So there's different aspects to consider. You will not be doing a second pass of UWorld. I've made other content on that. But yes, I do think even if your basics are weak, you should go straight into questions, okay? And if you're preparing for step two, that holds true as well. You should be immediately into questions. You know the deal. I'm going to continue to make more content. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate your time. That's it.